Good morning. We are extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree?
Yes.
You are knowing what you are wanting? Precisely, clearly, exactly. And you are in perfect alignment with that desire, yes? No? Yes. You are appreciating the evolution of your desire. You've reached the place where unfulfilled desires thrill you. Well, we got right to it, didn't we? So, what you said to us with your obvious silence is, when things are going the way I think I want them to go, then I feel very good. But if I want something that I cannot see the obvious unfolding of, then I do not feel so good. Is that how it is? When my manifestations please me, then my heart soars. But if there's something in my life experience that is unpleasing, then my emotional response responds to the reality of what is. Is that what you're saying? That's how it is for most. But you know what? You've got to get over that. Because whatever you are giving your attention to is causing your vibrational offering. And your vibrational offering is creating your future experience. So if there is something in your now experience that you really want to happen that is missing, or if there is something that is happening that you would like to be missing, and if you are giving a large percentage of your attention to things as they are, then your future experience is going to contain those same missing parts or those same present parts. Most of our physical friends offer the majority of their vibration in response to their observation of what is. So that helps you if what you're observing is pleasing to you, but it hinders you if what you're observing is not pleasing to you. And what so many of our human friends, bless your physical hearts, do is you then set out to try to control the conditions, because after all, good conditions make you feel good and bad conditions make you feel bad. So let's just whip all these conditions into shape. And we say, aren't you ready to give that one up yet? It has not been working very well. You can't get enough power or enough force or enough bombs or enough influence or enough numbers in agreement with you gathered with you to change enough circumstances to control your vibration. And anyway, it is really the hard way of going about it. It is truly an action journey that is an uphill battle, fighting the current or energy stream that creates worlds. We want to show you how, rather than attempting the action journey, which is controlling conditions, we want to show you how to take an emotional journey, which is controlling your vibration. Because when you control your vibration, you control what you are putting out vibrationally. And when you are aware of and deliberately putting your vibration out, purposefully or deliberately, then what comes back to you is managed by you. You are extensions of source energy. You are magnificent creators. And as magnificent creators who have come forth in this physical time-space reality, in this leading edge environment, you said, I am a focusing genius. I have the energy that creates worlds flowing through me. And as I focus out into my physical environment, I choose the objects of my attention. And as I focus, I offer a vibration. Now get this. This is the most important thing you'll ever hear anywhere. I choose an object of attention which vibrationally aligns with my current and stream and broader view, or doesn't. And when it aligns, you feel wonderful. And when it doesn't align, you don't feel so good. So your emotions are all about your vibrational connection with Source and what you're doing about it here. So for example, you are worthy beings. You could not be more loved, more adored, or more understood as valued. That's just the way it is. That's how Source feels about you, no matter what. So here you are, having an opinion about yourself. And if your opinion happens to be one such as, I'm really good, then your focus is in such alignment with how Source feels about you that there's no contradiction, no resistance in your vibration. All streams are open and you feel wonderful. You're tuned in, tapped in, turned on. But if in this moment your opinion of self or others is not good, not valid, not worthy, done something wrong, should be ashamed, the reason that that feels so awful is because your choice of focus is so contradictory in vibrational nature to that of your Source energy that you have introduced powerful resistance into your stream. And resistance always shows up in the form of negative emotion. You call it a lot of different things. You call it fear, you call it hate, you call it anger, you call it frustration, you call it depression, you call it overwhelmment, you call it a lot of different things, some of it stronger, some of it milder. Of course, there are many levels of resistance, aren't there? So when you are a deliberate creator, then you are one who deliberately focuses. But we notice as we began teaching some of you about deliberate creation and we began encouraging you to deliberate focus, that you began to become afraid of your thoughts. You would say, oh, cancel, cancel, as you would hear something that you deemed negative flowing out of your mouth, and you would try to suck it back before the universe got hold of it and manifested into your experience. And we're wanting you to realize that you have so much leeway. There is so much well-being that surrounds you. You are so adored. You do not need to be afraid of your thoughts. And so we began calling this, instead of the science of deliberate creation, which made you all so deliberate or worried about not being, we are now calling this gathering the art of allowing, because it speaks more to what we want you to focus upon, which is your continuing awareness of your emotional state, so that you can tend to your vibration, so that you can tend to your connection, so that you can tend to your allowing of that connection with who you really are. Allowing of what? Allowing of who you really are to flow through you, so that you may have the enjoyment of your moment in the way your Source has the enjoyment of your moment. Now, this emotional scale, wherever you are upon it, is good. Joy doesn't get an A, and depression an F in the grading scale in the sky. When you move from depression to anger, you get an A. When you move from revenge to anger, sometimes revenge is a nice stop-off point. Sometimes it's as good as you can get. In other words, sometimes revenge is the best feeling vibration you can find. When you get there, you get an A. When you move from revenge into anger or hate, you get another A. When you move from anger to frustration, you get another A. In other words, are you hearing us? Wherever you are is where you are. And there is no inappropriateness about wherever you are. And now, the next important point. No longer compare your vibrational set point, and that's just where you've practiced until you've got a sort of groove. In other words, if you've been practicing a thought, it's easier for you to go to that thought than it is for you to go to other thoughts. So don't beat up on yourself because you keep returning to a thought. You've practiced it, the vibration is within you, law of attraction's helping bring it to you. In other words, law of attraction is not going to bring you a thought of bliss if you've been beating the drum of frustration or even the drum of depression. Law of attraction is going to bring you more thoughts that are like the thoughts that you've been thinking. That's just natural. Accept it and don't beat up on yourself about it. We want you to no longer be mad at yourself about wherever you are. And in that attitude of, well, here's where I am on my way to something that feels better, you will move quickly and easily on every subject up the emotional scale. Good. We are eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. There is nothing off limits here. You'll notice a nice unfolding. This room gathered before your physical bodies got here. As you've been thinking about coming and contemplating what you want to talk about, you've projected those thoughts and we've received them vibrationally, and we are well prepared for you. So together it is our expectation that we will take thought beyond that which it has been before. Not that it needs to go beyond that which it has been before. In other words, expansion is not necessary, it's inevitable. Joy is not necessary, but it's highly recommended.